Brought to you by YourQuote, an app that makes you write and perform.
What is free will? It is our decision to. It is the feeling we have that we can make our own decisions. However, if you look at the reason you make any particular decision, it's because of how your past was. That's what wisdom is. Based off of your past experiences, you decide whether you should take a particular decision or not. There's an inherent flaw with that. It's that all of your decisions are based off of your past and your past only. Because of this, are you really in control? I mean, are you really in control? Because otherwise, the past that you had, the first interaction you've had with people was with your parents. And the way that your parents raised you is how you make every decision in the future, right? Now, there's two levels of determinism. It's level 1 and level 2. Level 1 dictates that we have no free will whatsoever, which means that every action you take is because of your past, which means your actions are limited to the subset of your experiences. And then the level 2 determinism comes in, and it's something that's much more quantifiable. We've all experienced it. We've all experienced being hungry, right? When you're hungry, you get pissed off quicker. These emotions you face are not under your control, and however they affect your decisions. So there's a lot of research behind being hungry. Actually, it's not just a myth. It has been found that judges who are presiding on parole hearings are more likely to give a preferable decision if they've eaten in the past. It's kind of funny, isn't it? We expect our judicial system to be extremely balanced, but it depends on something as trivial as whether the judge has eaten. And then on top of that, there was a lot of there was a lot of commotion over the fact that after the 1970s, the crime rate in the US had a severe drop. Why was this? And upon looking into it, it was found that in 1970, the ESA outlawed mixing of lead in gasoline fuel, which means there was a direct connection between between lead being mixed in the fuel for cars and people being criminals. Now, however, after the crime drop, we still consider those people who were convicted before 1970s as criminals, even though it was not their fault at all. They were not the ones choosing to mix lead into their gasoline fuels, were they? There are a lot of funny coincidences. I mean, we've seen how drugs affect us. We've seen how just a little bit of Xanax can change someone's mood completely. Someone can be anxious and you give them some Xanax and they're fine. We've all used this to our own benefit as well. We all know we wait for our parents to be in a better mood before we go for asking them something. I mean, if your parent is not angry, then you're much more likely to get that new cell phone or whatever, aren't you? And you've all used this. You've all used this for your benefit. So, do we really have free will? All of our decisions are based off of our past experience. Because of that, we often end up everyone does what they think is the best decision they can make. We need to stop judging people because of this. I mean, we judge people, but in the true essence, from their point of view, the decision they're taking is the right decision because of their past, isn't it? I mean, I don't think anyone ever makes the wrong decision on purpose. Everyone has made their decisions with the past knowledge and belief that what they're doing is right, haven't they? And then moving on with level 2 determinism, there's another quite funny event. Not funny, actually, quite horrific. It was called the Charles Whitman serial killer. This is a serial killer who had killed 17 people and injured 31 others. But guess what? He was acquitted. Why was he acquitted? Well, it's simple. Because he had a brain tumor that changed his inhibitions. And he had no idea. It was not his decision, was it? Now, the problem I want to expand on our criminal system is we take people who are coming from bad environments and have turned into criminals. Okay? We take those people and we put them in prisons. They're with other people who are coming from bad environments, and more often than not, in the prison, the environment is worse. This ends up creating a feedback loop. We need to take a note from countries like Finland and Norway, where they have low reincarceration rates, where they have mandatory studies for prisoners, so that they come out of the prison a better person, and they learn to break out of the loop that their community has put them in. Now, what is something we can all do from here? I know this is a pretty difficult topic to act over, but then something that we all can do over here is learn from this, that everyone making their decisions is right in their own mind. We need to stop judging them because what they're doing is something their past dictates. Thank you very much.